Well, hello everybody. So I'm back with another video tutorial, and this time I'll be discussing the application of metaverse in chemistry, like general reaction, how things are made up, ions, electron, molecules, and stuff. So I'm gonna like pack all this in one go and make an experience out of it, so you can like try it later or create a similar experience. I'm gonna start now. The title will be chemistry, fun with chemistry. So now I'm gonna click on select character. I'll upload my character that will or like choose a character I've already like uploaded. So this is my teacher number 4. Allow students. My name is Duke. My name is Duke, and will be teaching you about teaching you chemistry and is boring, but I will make it interesting. I'll make it interesting. I'm gonna click on add action now. I'm gonna change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll add a new scene that will be a character scene. Well, let's start. Let's let's, let's start. What is water made of? Now I'm gonna click on add action. I'll click on double click on it. I'll add two actions. One will be submit my answer. The other one will be like, what should I say? Hint. Now I'm going to add two scenes, one for the hint. For the submit answer, it will be text input scene, and for the hints, it will be a simple character scene. Okay, time to change the positions. So now I'm going to click on hints, and I'll transition it to the scene number 4. And for submit answer, I'll transition it to scene number 3. Now I'm going to click on hints. The hint will be hydrocarbon, since hydrogen is a hydrocarbon. And gas we can't live without. That's oxygen. These are the two things that make up like what water. So now I'm gonna click on try. I'm gonna write try again. I'm gonna change do nothing to transition to scene, and I'll transition to scene number 3. So if like you want a hint first and can't get the answer, write the answer below. And now I'm gonna click on this, and I'll change end experience to transition to scene. I'll add a new scene. Well, I'll add a block now to check if my answer is all right or not. I'm going to strings. The block I'll be using is a response contains. It will check if a response, the particular response you want is present or not. In such string, we'll write the value. There will be H and O. I had two scenes. One like if the answer is all right one, and one if you give a wrong answer. I'm gonna add a new scene. Second one. Okay. So now I'm gonna click on this. I'll change it to the scene number to the block. Now I'm gonna click on the block, and the response contains. I'll transition it to scene number 5. Well, and if the user response is like wrong, I will transition to scene number 6. Scene number 6 will say wrong answer. I'm gonna change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll transition it to scene number 3, so you can correct your answer. For scene number 5, I'll write well done. So only has heard of. So everyone has heard of like what is table salt? Table salt. I'll click on add action. I'll written yes. I'll change do nothing, will transition to scene. I'll add a new scene that will be like a character scene, and it will say, well, what do you think? Do you think table salt is made up of? Well, now I'm gonna click on add action. Add another action. One will be submit answer. The other one will be like, the other one will be like hints. And now I'm gonna click on this. I'll change do nothing to well transition to scene. I'll add a new scene. For submit my answer, that will be a text input scene, and for the hints, well, that will be a simple scene. I'm gonna click on this. I'll change do nothing to well transition to scene, and I'm gonna transition it to scene number 9. The hints will be well, the hint will be 1:1 ratio of sodium and uh, so write your answer below. I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna zoom out now so I can like link this. I'm gonna click on try add action. I'll write try again. I'm gonna change try again. Well, do nothing to transition to scene. I'll transition it to scene number 8. So I'm gonna zoom in again. Okay. Now I'm gonna click on add new. Well, after that I'll like add a block called response contains. Well, this will check if the answer given is all right or not. Okay. Now I'm gonna click on. I'm gonna write the string what I'm looking for. That will be Na and Cl. Na plus and Cl minus. This is the answer what I'm looking for. Na plus and Cl minus. So I'm now gonna add two scenes, one for the right answer and one for the wrong one. Both will be like character scenes. Awesome. Take two a. I'll change end experience to transition to scene, and I'll transition it to the response contain blocks, and now I'm gonna like join all these scenes together. For the right answer, I'll transition it to scene number 10, and for the wrong, I'll transition it to scene number 11. Well, for scene number 10, I'll be writing. For scene number 10, what should I write? Hold on. Wait. So chemistry isn't that boring, man. Okay. The question will be, well, do you know what happened when we water dissolve sodium chloride, also called NaCl, into water. Now I'm gonna click on add action and add a new scene that will be a character scene explaining what happens or what happens doesn't happen. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll link it to scene number 12. Well, for this, I'll click on add action. Right, try again. It'll say wrong answer. Now, well, I'm gonna click on this. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll transition it to scene number 10, so you can try again the answer again. Well, for this, I've already done my homework. So I'm gonna copy this. Well, since I've already written this, I wrote this or whatever. My grammar is like 0 at the moment. Okay. So we're gonna explain the whole mechanism like in 2 steps. I'm gonna click on add action, and I'll change do nothing to well transition to scene, add a new scene. That will be a character scene. For scene number 13, I will write, I'm gonna copy this second line. I'm gonna paste this into this, and we're done. So the first part will say, now I'll explain what happens like on the addition of water to the NS section of NaCl is attracted to the oxygen side, Na is attracted to the oxygen, and uh, and of the water molecules, while the chloride side is attracted to the hydrogen side of the water molecule, so the like ions are interchanged. This causes the sodium chloride to split in water, and the NaCl like dissolve into separate Na plus Cl atoms. Hydrogen cell is formed around them, which prevents Na plus and Cl to form ionic bonds. So now I'm going to click on add action. I'll add a new scene that will be transition to scene, and this will be a new scene. So I'm going to click on select character, and I'll change transition to scene into transition scene. Now, can you drive? Can you drive chemical for this process? So now I'm gonna click on add action. Well, I'm gonna add two actions. One will be submit response. The other one will be submit response. Well, the other one will be what should the other one will be hints. I'll add two scenes now. One for the hint and text input scene for the like submit answer. Friends, I'm gonna click on this. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll transition to this scene. The hint will be, well, I've already like written down the hint. The hint will be NaCl associates into ions. So whenever this is like dissolved into water, Na and sodium ions are like separated, and Na positive is left and like Cl negative is left. If I click on add action, I'll change it. Do nothing to like transition to scene. I'll transition it to scene number 16. For submit my answer, I'll transition it to do nothing for to transition to scene. Transition to 16. Well, right the conjunction. For this, I'm going to change end experience to well, transition to a block. The block will be the user response contains. This will check if the response is present or not. And I'll give two different actions. One that will supporting the action, that one that will be supporting the action, and the other one that won't be. So for search string, I'm going to write like what should I write? Like already copied the answer. That will be Na plus Cl plus H2 is equal to Na plus Cl and H2O. The water remains in its own state and sodium is associated. Well, I'm gonna write add two scenes. Well, one scene for the right answer and another one for the wrong one. So this is like done. For the right answer, I'll transition it to scene number 17, and for the wrong one, to scene number 18. Mm-hmm. Hold on. This lecture is over. This lecture is over for today. So, and now I'm gonna click on add action and I'm gonna change do nothing to end experience. So this will end the experience for scene number 18. I'll write wrong answer. I'm gonna add click on add action and I'll write try again. I'll change do nothing to transition to scene. I'll transition it to scene number 16. Now I'm gonna go back to see if this is for the experience, and I'm gonna go back and see if there are like any mistakes or something. Like all connections are made at the moment. I'm double checking stuff, and well, everything looks like okay. Looks perfect to me. Well, now if you like you want to share the experience, you can click on the share button. The link will be copied, so there's a link you can give it to anyone, and then they can have the same experience pop up on their device to test it on your own device. So I'm gonna show you later in the video how it works on my device. I have to click on test on device, and well, this will work. So now I have to connect to my device, and well, I'm gonna wait. Well, I've paired my device with my laptop right now, and my device app is like been signing via slide signing, and now I'm gonna click on test on device, and the experience will appear here. So we're like, there is experience. So the teacher's name is Gio, gonna be teaching us chemistry, and he knows chemistry is boring and all, he'll make it interesting, like every chemistry teacher. So what is water made up of? Well, easy peasy, HNO, hydrogen and oxygen. Well, well done. So everyone else has heard of table salt? Yes, obviously. Table salt is made up of, well, I don't know the answer. I'm gonna click on hints to see if this is working or not. The hint is 1:1 ratio of sodium and chloride ions. Well, that is like NaCl, so that's the right answer. I'm gonna write Na and Cl. Well, waiting for the next step to load. Mm. So chemistry isn't that boring. Well, yeah, it isn't. So now it's gonna explain the stuff how this water will dissolve into sodium chloride and stuff. Like already explained that in the video. They like the ions dissociate and like that a bond is formed. They don't go like across the channel. Okay, now it's further explaining the stuff. So now can you write the chemical equation for this process? Well, yes, I can. I'll click on submit answer, and I'm gonna write the chemical equation that will be Na. The equation will be NaCl plus H2O. Okay, and is equal to well NaCl plus H2O. Okay. I have to capitalize it. So this is the right answer. It will say well done. So the lecture is over for today. Tomorrow I'll back. Teacher will back with more chemical reactions. Well, this is for today's experience. I hope you guys like it, and if you like, do it. Like you can share it. And this is the like share link. I'll be putting that in the video description. And with this, you can like this link to anyone, and he or she can like experience this experience this thing on his device, and then can comment about it. So that's for today's video. Bye for now.